Hello Runescape, Wilmasid here with a new video, and how is everyone doing? So there have been a few comments kind of saying that I'm kind of speaking too fast, so I'm going to try to relax now, sit back in my chair and relax, and I'm going to try to speak slower. I can't promise that will work because in the end of this video, or kind of already maybe, I might be talking like super quickly without me realizing it, but that's kind of just how it is with me. I don't know, being very much excited about what I'm going to talk about and such. So the topic of this video is something as easy as skillers. And I'm kind of going to represent me and what I'm doing and the challenges skillers have in the game. Skillers is quite a simple kind of thing, it's common 4 people, maybe common 5, common 6, like, I don't know, there used to be a guy here with combat 5 or something, but basically they have like 1 or very low in combat stats, and they have a high skills in other skills, I guess. One of the kind of, I can say the tricky parts kind of is the prayer and the hit points, because personally I don't want to train those, even though I can after the evolution of combat, but but I kind of want to avoid it for now, mainly because that I kind of still count them as combat, even though they don't give combat. So I'm kind of afraid to train them, but I do have to actually train them in order to become actually a max skiller at some point. So I'm going to do that. For example, I do already have 99 prayer banked here, and I need to type this thing. So I'm not going to show that, but I do have like 56,000 dragon bones or something in my bank, So that's pretty okay, I guess. Something that most skillers are kind of on about, it's a kind of outfit that people wear. For example, mine outfit, I'm real proud of my outfit because it looks so amazing and everything. When I run, it looks like I'm like a ghost rider of particles. It's so cool, and it looks pretty decent. So there are a couple of worlds skillers kind of use to hang around and such. Basically. Mainly World 83, it's kind of an unofficial skiller world, owned by, well, it's really owned either, it's like a Hopeful clan, the clan Hopeful homeworld basically, and they kind of made it over to a skiller kind of world, but at the moment I'm on world 100, which is level 3s, level EES, well, level 1 to 3s, I don't know how to do that, they plan someone would say that, I guess, but basically their world, and at the moment there's a few skillers, so you have like so excited up here, he looks pretty decent, with this like untrimmed construction cape and swag bag and stuff, and we have Let It Glide. I'm not sure what his combat is, it is combo 4 I believe, but you can see his like total stuff there. I have Through up here, he's a pretty handsome little man. And he does like, well, you see his stuff, it looks pretty cool, and you don't expect this guy to be like combat 4, we click on him like, oh my god, combat 4, and this dark red text next to it looks pretty decent, so it's pretty cool. Here we have a combat 166, I don't count him as a skiller, but I think I would most like count himself as a skiller, even though I don't really expect him to be a skiller, if that makes any sense, but that some people just do that kind of thing, I guess. So challenges we have in the game, that's pretty much a lot. For example, combat content and such in the game, that's really a pain. For example, we had the memories of Gothics kind of thing running around in RuneScape a while ago, these butterflies, you could catch them and you would get some XP in your lowest skill, being combat for us, and you would get some memory of Gothics, that was pretty much fair. It's a fair deal, there's some kind of reward there for combat players and such, but like, you couldn't get like an option like, do you want to pick this or not, or you could basically catch them with your hand, but just clicking on them anywhere, wearing anything, and anyone, I guess, basically, and it caused a few skillers to get some combat experience they did want, and it's pretty hard to get reset in this game as well, so very few people did not get their skills reset, and well, very few people did get their stats reset, because a few people did level up as well, I believe, and not very much, but it's a few experience, and it hurts quite a bit for us non-combat people. We also have skills, content such as quests and such, or they recently released the Nexus, where you go and do combat oriented stuff, well, prayer, but I don't do prayer, so to me it's still dangerous, I guess, and you can't do this kind of things, because you're a skiller, and it's how we choose to play the game. So a lot of people also kind of go ahead and say that we're not like welcome in the game or stuff like that because we are combat 4 and we have nothing to say in this community because we're combat 4. For example, Wilderness Warbands, chats there, combat 4s are kicked out for being combat 4 because they believe that combat 4 people can't do combat, but we're easily killed in the wilderness, we easily fight in the wilderness because it doesn't give combat experience, but we still get kicked out of them, mainly because we are combat 4 people. and they don't accept that, basically. It's the same thing with Soul Wars, you know, even though Combat 3s and 4s can do the best thing we can in these games, like sabotaging or getting the obliques or causing the other people not to get in and such. Not on our team, the other team. We are still being kicked out of the chats, and we don't get an opportunity to help out where we can, and we do have a pretty hard life there. Obviously, it is our choice, you know, but it's a choice because it's a harder challenge, and it's something that we appreciate to do, because, you know, our achievements are really, really, really cool to look at and do and stuff. For example, my 99 stair here, you know, this is the most extreme cape a skiller can get, you know, basically because of all the work you need to put into it, unless you do it via Soul Wars, you know, not Soul Wars, but Squeal of Fortune. Quite recently there used to be this kind of Squeal of Fortune promotion where you got like 150% Slayer experience for a lamp or something, you know, and this cost a bunch of people, and I mean a bunch of people, to buy 99 Slayer of the Squeal of Fortune in form of, you know, buying a bunch of spins and spin them and get a bunch of Slayer experience. I think it used to be like 13 skillers with 99 Slayer in total after, I don't know, 4 years of Soul Wars being existing, you know, and this doubled, over double, actually. It was more than 13 people who got 99 Slayer via the Squeal of Fortune over 3 days instead of 4 years, you know, and I felt kind of disappointed about that, mainly because they count those skills as an achievement. They go around with the cape on their back, you know, say like, oh my god, I'm a max healer, or oh my god, I have 99 Slayer, I'm so awesome. And, you know, it's fair enough they have 99 Slayer, because 99 Slayer is a very cool skill, you know, it's a very cool cape, but when they buy it on that Squeal of Fortune and stuff and count it as their own achievement, I kind of think it's kind of low in my opinion, because they did not achieve anything at all, but they still counted as an achievement even though they bought it, you know. I don't really cheer for that. What more can I say? I did think about some kind of thing. Yeah, of course, skillers are still being called boss, you know. It's kind of fun as well. My computer is working, I'm sure, sorry if you can hear that, it's kind of like background, but sorry about that. So yeah, skillers are being called bots for like no reason at all. For example, let's find something cool here. Okay, so excited again, I guess, you know, not in that construction, you know, like I'm sure it looks pretty cool and very decent and such, but if a common person who was not very familiar with skillers would see this, he would go up to him and say, you real traded this, or you bought this because you can't get that cape as combat 4, you know. I did the same thing with my Slayer, you know, people saying that I bought it and such. I do have a video where I spent like 11,000 seals in the Soul Wars thing with a bunch of people visiting such, and there was a bunch of comments there saying, oh my god, you're such a bot and such, you know. I'm like, no, I don't bot. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I'm not bot. Yeah, and it's very like, I kind of count it as a, how do I call it? A compliment kind of thing, because being called a bot, you know, that means that that's impossible, that's no way you can do that, therefore you have to be botting, you know. But if you're not botting and people say you're botting, well, that's kind of an achievement. Like, they're saying what you did was impossible, you know. Well, that is a kind of compliment, I guess, you know. It's like, woohoo, I'm being called a bot, woohoo, guys, I'm being called a bot, cheer me up, woohoo. Yeah, it's kind of like that, you know. It's weird, but that's just how we are, I guess. Also, a lot of skillers are very friendly, you know. Well, we did have a few trolls, well, obviously every community do have their bad apples, but quite recently a bunch of those bad apples were banned away. Shoop, watch, and gone, I guess. You know, this was things like real traders and bars and such, and then they lost their access to the game. I know that one skiller had like almost every single 99, you know, but he was botting Soul Wars, you know, so he got banned and he was literally let back in the game, but every single hit of his skills, you know, was reset 50%, so he had like 92 in every single skill, which is basically more than what they're actually working for. For example, if a player get banned for botting and they get reset, they get reset more than what they actually botted, because you're not supposed to keep any of their botted skills. So everything plus a little more gets like just removed, you know, and it's kind of funny to watch. There was also some other guy who had spent like literally thousands of dollars on the Squeal of Fortune, buying various skills, buying rares on the Squeal promotions and such, and he was also banned for botting, you know. He lost every single thing. His bank was cleaned, you know, so he gained nothing on that, and he just lost a bunch of money, and Jaggers just took it all in, you know. And it's fair enough. Some people call Jaggers greedy for that, you know, but it's just how things work, you know. They get a lot of money for it, but he bought it, he broke the rules, so you're not welcome in the game, kind of thing. It's also kind of funny that people still believe that Combat 4 is like failed skiller kind of thing, because there are some people who are familiar with skillers, you know, but they come up to us and say like, haha, you're Combat 4, you're failed because Combat 3 is the lowest thing, you know. And I'm standing there like, Um, no, combat 4 is low skill, not combat 3. Hello, keep updated, you know. And then I believe that, you know, so I think we're failed. We just stand there like, well, what are we going to do? But I'm kind of off topic, I believe. Now, what I was talking about is that most people in the skiller community are very friendly people, you know. They are like, they can talk like in a funny language, and they can talk to you like noob and say silly stuff to each other in a very noobish language. But that kind of means that I like you, and I think you like me, so I'm talking you to this way, which means that we like each other, like not in love, of course, but like friendship and stuff. Like that's actually a good example here in the chat box. Hello, Will and Jared Hart, you know, and license, yay, you know, and license with a colon and you know, like I don't know, ouch. Yeah, did you hear that? Like in my mouth, it was like ow. I think that was my chin or something. I feel so old when I say those things, but oh well. It's a good example of how skillers talk, you know, like kind of a random kind of way of talking, and it's a very good thing because it's a very good community in that way. Hi, you know, like with the heart, you know, it's pretty good. Okay, here you can also see Let It Glide being combat 4. Okay, let's see here. Glidey. Q. See your best skill. No, that smiley face is the best smiley face ever. I copyright on that one. Like, that's my smiley face now. I made that kind of thing. Not really, but, you know, I did still. Yes, you know, like, people don't say yes, or they don't say, yeah, what's up, or something. They say yes, or what you want, you know, in a very noobish kind of way. And it's so kind of cool, you know. Woodcutting. I don't know, like, yeah, most people also go for, like, woodcutting and such, you know, they go for the hardest skiller first. Some people do it as well, like I do. I like a professional skiller here, but most people go for their kind of easier kind of skills. This is also kind of a normal update outfit for a skiller, and it's very clean. It's not, it doesn't use these kind of new kind of things and such, and don't go very detailed as me or True, who is there, but they go very clean, mainly with the skill cape or a hat like the Fly Goblin hat or something, and it looks pretty clean. It's a very typical skiller outfit, you know. So yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I have multiple 99, so I just went by XP. He says, you know, that's pretty fair, I guess. He doesn't have any 99. He's such a noob. You see, also that's kind of smaller facer as well, like sad face and such. It's very much like skiller language. It's a very good community. Borders and such, you know, that is a problem as well in the skiller community, but those do get banned fairly quickly, but not necessarily quickly either. But they do get noticed, and they do get banned, because the skiller community is like a family, you know. Once you know there's a bother or a glitcher or a rebel or something, every single one of the skillers will know who that is, you know. It's not even a question. One person can find it, and every single person in the skill community will know it by the end of the night, you know. It's that how it works, because everyone knows each other. There's clans, so they're connected to each other, and it's really cool, you know. Here's another example of a pretty decent outfit, actually. That's Puffin, he's coming for. Now you can see his outfit, like a mad scientist kind of thing, and it does look pretty decent, you know, and it's a good example of how the skiller outfits look, you know. They have like a sense that they kind of try to look like things, or they try to look epic, or they try to look pretty clean, and that's how the skiller system works, you know. We don't run around in bandits and have like massive steel titans after us all the time. We don't do that kind of thing. So I think that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. That's kind of how skillers are, how we kind of look at the community and such like that. Unofficial skiller worlds are 183. Personally, I'm a member of the skiller clan called Clan Hopeful. It's not really a clan anymore. Well, it is a clan, but we do have a fan site and such that it's more like skiller community. People still think that like it's a, like I don't know how we can call it, a clan fan page, which it used to be before, but it's not anymore. We try to kind of focus on the skiller perspective, I guess. So if you're a skiller, you know, I want a fan site or a community or something, do check it out. No, I can add a link in the description if you want to. And well, yeah. What more can I talk about? I don't really know. What about kind of achievements for skillers, like quests and such, you know, because we do recoil a lot of quests and such, and we do get reset sometimes if we fail as a skiller. It happens very rarely as well, you know, and skillers are kind of upset on that, because they want some way to get reset in the game if they fail, you know, and sometimes we do message Jagex and they do help us out, which is great, you know. I do appreciate that Jagex actually helping out with the resets and such sometimes, even though they have said they're not supposed to be doing that. But it's still a very cute not cute, but very cool thing to do by them, and I really respect them for that. Though I would kind of want some kind of cool, kind of, I don't know, system in order to get reset by ourselves. Like, I did make a video quite some time ago regarding an XP reset lamp or something in this Swiss Squeal of Fortune, not Squeal of Fortune, Solomon's General Store. You know, you can buy it so and so many times, not forever, and it's kind of limited, you know. But I think that would be a pretty decent idea as well, you know. So we wouldn't just have to live with being Combat 5 or Combat 6 and such, because when people do that, there are these trolls in the community who like goes up and harasses people for being a failed skiller, you know, and that's it's pretty disappointing to watch and such. But you know, some people are like that, and some people manage to live by it, and some people accept people who fail as a skiller, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's it, you know. I kind of just felt like I wanted to make a video kind of representing the skiller community, let you guys know how we think and what we do and how we are doing around in the community, I guess, because we're all not bots. Some of us are bots, but not all of us, and those who are, they get caught and everyone will know who that is, you know. So it's pretty safe, you know. Like, we have a good going community, and I'm very proud of being a skiller for very many years, 6 years I believe. I started my first skill in 2007 and such. So yeah, I do also know that a lot of skillers do make videos as Combat 4, well, 3, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, but they do make a lot of videos, mainly progress videos and such, you know. The most subscribed skiller at the moment is called Yun. He's like on 12,000 subscribers. He's not very active anymore, though. He used to be more active before. I do have more views than him, though, so that's like, woohoo! But I'm going to get him at some time, so at some point. I'm the second most subscribed skiller with 9,000 now. That's pretty amazing, you know. The most other skillers have like 200, 100, not even 100 subscribers, you know, and sometimes they do make pretty good videos, even though they do make progress videos most of the time, you know. Maybe I should start with some kind of, I don't know, skiller community kind of thing, you know. I can upload a few videos made by skillers if they make good content or such, not necessarily progress videos, because progress videos can be boring if you don't know who the person is and such. But like, yeah, I think it would be pretty decent idea, you know, to let a few skillers make a video if they want to. Could be like guides or just talking videos or something cool in basic, you know, not necessarily progress videos. And I could possibly upload them for a little shout out to them, you know, so people can get noticed easier and such, as a skiller, because as I said, I'm a skiller myself, and I kind of want some skillers to get promoted and such, you know. Not everyone, because some people are kind of corrupted, and that's kind of sad to look and such. But oh yeah, it's a thought, you know. You guys can actually tell me what you think about that today, you know. A lot of few people try to have a video uploaded here. It won't be like a one day that I don't feel like making a video, I'll make someone else make a video for me and such. I won't do that. It will be like maybe a video or two. I will upload a couple of videos as a kind of a bonus kind of thing, you know, for those who don't want to wait or such. Like, I upload a video every second day. Maybe I can upload every single day. Not every single day, but like sometimes between the days I can upload a video showing a submission by some other skiller, you know. I don't want to start like a full community kind of channel, because that's Chris Archie's job, I guess. But you know, it's an idea. So guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this video, how I spoke in this video, because I did try to speak kind of slower, even though I kind of feel like I failed already. But I've started to listen to my own voice and check it out, so that's kind of like messing up my own header. But yeah, guys, it was kind of a brainstorm kind of thing as well, you know. I was just sitting here talking for myself, recording in game, not necessarily anything fun happening on the screen here. So sorry about that, you know. I try to make something cool on the screen as well sometimes, but it's not always that easy. Let's not get too off topic. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this video, and also let me know what you think about the idea of uploading skiller videos at some points, made by skillers, that is, not necessarily progress videos as I mentioned, but I could do that as well at some point, I guess. It kind of depends on the quality as well, but yeah, that's another topic, I guess. But yeah, guys, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys at some point later. My name is Will Miss It, and I'll see you guys later.